Hello, sixth graders. This is the March lesson, 8th of March lesson. Open your books, please. Students book, page 50, for real life mysteries. Here we talked about the questions and we talked about the ghosts. Here there was a text and we will answer the questions of this story. First of all, look at the picture. What do you see? Look at the photos. What can you see? An old-fashioned staircase, some hazy lights, a very unclear figure on the stairs, possibly a ghost, a large house, part of Greenwich Palace in London. And also you can read the story by yourself and we can answer the questions here. Who are the people mentioned in the story? An elderly Canadian couple, Reverend and Mrs. Hardy, some camera experts at Kodak, staff and visitors, some museum assistants. When and where did it happen? On Sunday, 19th June 1966, in the Queen's House in Greenwich Palace in London. Who took the photo? Reverend Hardy. What did the experts say about the photo? Experts at Kodak couldn't give him any information about what was in the photo. Other experts agreed that the photo couldn't be a fake. 5. What else happened there? Some museum assistants watched a lady in an old-fashioned dress walk along a balcony and through a wall. Okay, here is the story as you see, and there are some writings with blue, but we will look at in the grammar part. Over to you part. We talked about this. Yes, now we can talk about the countable and uncountable nouns. As you see, 10 blue nouns in the text. We will replace them. Ghost is countable noun. The countable nouns: ghost, couple, staircase, people, balcony. Time, advice, evidence, information and research. They are uncountable nouns. And after that we will complete the rules with the words in the box. These are things that we can count using numbers. They have a singular and a plural form. Uncountable nouns, these are things we can't count with numbers. They usually don't have a plural form. Okay? And now turn the page. On the next page we look at the nouns here. Are they countable or uncountable? These ones are uncountable nouns. Food, fruit, intelligence, love, money, news, all of them, they are uncountable nouns. And after, here is a table. We complete the table with tick or cross. For example, an, we use it with countable nouns, but we can't use them with uncountable nouns. Some, both of them, we use it countable and uncountable nouns. Any, again, like some, we can use it with countable and uncountable nouns. Much, we can use much only with uncountable nouns, and many, we can only use it with countable nouns. Even a little, we will complete the blanks with this. There was still a little time left before closing, and there were only a few people in the building. Time, it is uncountable, and people, it is countable, so we can use a few with people. After that, complete the sentences. Choose the correct words to complete the rules. We use a few with countable nouns. We use a little with uncountable nouns. And for part 6, here we will rewrite the sentences with a little or a few. For example, there were some sandwiches left at the picnic. There were a few sandwiches left at the picnic. 2. There wasn't much time before the exam started. There was a little time before the exam started. There aren't many birds in the winter in my garden. There are a few birds in the winter in my garden. I like some milk in my tea. I like a little milk in my tea. We replaced some, many, much and some with a few and a little in the sentences. After that we continued with the workbook. On the workbook, here is a table again, and we complete with the nouns, countable nouns and uncountable nouns. Pencil, newspaper, sandwich, children, people, apple, book, they are countable nouns. Money, news, food, love, fruit, intelligence, information, time, homework, they are uncountable nouns. As on the part 2, we completed with a, an or some. I'm hungry, let's have some food. I like a ham sandwich and some fruit, please. Would you like an orange or some grapes? I'm bored, can I borrow a newspaper or a book? Let's zoom in here. Would you like an orange or some grapes? I'm bored, can I borrow a newspaper or a book? I've got some homework to do this evening. I haven't got a pen, have you? I've just heard some good news about the school, is it true? I've got some money for the bus. You always have an egg for breakfast. I need some information about this picture. And now with this part we will complete some or any. I'm looking for some paper. Have we got any? Yes, I think there is some in the desk drawer. There is some fruit in the kitchen, but not much. We haven't got any apples. Okay, have we got any bananas? Yes, there are some, but not many. 3. I need some help with my homework. Have you got any time to look at it? I haven't got any at the moment, but I'll have some time after dinner. Excuse me, have you got any information about what's on the theater? Yes, there are some leaflets on the table over there. Are there any good films on at the cinema? Some people have said the new Superman film was good. I've forgotten my purse. Do you have any money I could borrow? Sure, I've got some. And here there is part 4. We complete the blanks with how much or how many. For example, how many students are there in your class? There are 28 students in my class. How much money do you have in your pocket? You can write here, I have 30 liras, I have 50 liras, it's up to you. How much time do you spend on your mobile? For example, me, I spend an hour on my mobile. How much fruit do you eat a day? I eat 2 apples a day. How much water do you drink a day? I drink 2 liters of water. How many English books do you have? I have got a lot of English books at home. 7. How many hours of sleep do you get a night? I sleep 8 hours. How many sweets do you eat a day? I eat a sweet. How much water do you drink a day? I answered this, 2 liters of water. How many pets do you have? I haven't got any pets. Okay. Here are my answers. You can arrange them according to you, alright? Now turn the page. The complete with a few or a little. Let's see. Would you like some salad? Yes, please. A little salad, thank you. How many people were there at the cinema? There were a few people at the cinema. Do you know any English people? I know a few English people. Do we have any time before the train leaves us? Yes, we have a little time before the train leaves us. How much money have you got? I've got a little money. Are there any more sandwiches? There are some sandwiches. Has he got any sweets left? He's got a few sweets left. Okay, now here we will complete with a, an, some, any, much, many, a few or a little. Let's zoom. We need some information about the mystery. There isn't any news about it on TV. The professor has an explanation for it. 2. Are there any eggs in the fridge? Yes, there are some. I bought 2 boxes yesterday. Do you want to bake a cake? Yes, but there isn't any flour. Can you buy some? How many friends are coming round this evening? Only a few, 2 or 3 maybe. We are watching a film. How much juice is there? There's only a little left. We need to buy some more. 5. There is an email from the school. Is there any information about the exams? No, not much. It's too early. Now we turn back to student's book, page 51 again. Here, yes, we continue with the listening.
Track 30, page 51, exercise 7A.
Good afternoon, Professor Gilmore. As you know, in today's program, we are looking at mysteries in the world that no one has solved yet. We are discussing the ghost on the tulip staircase. Do you have an explanation for the photo, Professor Gilmore?
No, but I haven't seen much scientific evidence for believing in ghosts.
But many people say they have seen a ghost. Are they wrong?
I think that people do have some strange experiences.
But there aren't any ghosts?
No, I don't believe there are any things in the world that science can't explain.
Are there any scientific explanations for ghosts?
Yes, a few.
Okay, now let's see the answers. Do you have an explanation for the photo? No, but I haven't seen much scientific evidence for believing in ghosts. But many people say they have seen a ghost. Are they wrong? I think that people do have some strange experiences, but there aren't any ghosts. No, I don't believe there are any things in the world that science can't explain. Are there any scientific explanations for ghosts? Yes, a few. Okay, now we continue with this part. Now listen and choose the correct words to complete sentence again.
Track 31, page 51, exercise 7C.
Can you give us some examples?
It's my view that our brains are responsible for many strange things, including ghosts.
Really?
Yes. For example, scientists say that our brains can stop for a few seconds. When that happens, we see people who aren't there.
Wow.
Exactly. So you think it's a ghost. Another scientific explanation for ghosts is dreaming. When you dream, your body can't move. So, if you are in a dream and half wake up, you can have a really bad experience.
So people think that someone is stopping them from moving?
That's right. Also, when you are frightened, you feel cold and you can see things out of the corner of your eye.
So people think they are seeing and feeling a ghost?
Yes. We are still finding out about the human brain, but the more you understand these things, the less frightening they seem.
Okay, but do you have an explanation for the photo?
I wish I did, but no, I don't.
Okay, after the story. Yes. She says that ghosts can be explained. In her opinion, our minds can cause strange problems. We can also have strange experiences when we are dreaming. Fear is a common cause of strange experiences. Now we continue with the workbook, please. Page 39. On the listening part, we will complete the beginning of a radio interview with the words in the box. When do you think the pictures were found again? Let's see. Professor Wilson, can you tell us anything about the huge pictures on the hills of Peru? They are amazing and there are so many of them. Yes, there are over 700 pictures. Really? Are there any scientific explanations? The Nazca people in Peru made these extraordinary pictures in the hills many years ago, from 200 BC to be more exact. So some of them are more than 20 centuries old. Wow! Why have they lasted so long? Because there isn't much wind up there and only a little rain. Fascinating. So when did we find them again? Here, listen and answer the questions.
Track 19, page 39, exercise 7.
Good afternoon, everybody. Today, we have Professor Marianne Wilson with us in the studio. As you know, in this series of programmes, we're looking at some real-life mysteries of the world. Professor Wilson, can you tell us anything about the huge pictures on the hills of Peru? They are amazing, and there are so many of them.
Yes, there are over 700 pictures.
Really? Are there any scientific explanations?
The Nazca people in Peru made these extraordinary pictures in the hills many, many years ago, from 200 BC to be exact. So some of them are more than 20 centuries old.
Wow! Why have they lasted so long?
Because there isn't much wind up there and only a little rain.
Fascinating. So, when did we find them again?
We found the pictures after we invented aeroplanes. In the 1920s and 30s, people began to fly over the hills of Peru and saw them from the plane.
But why are they there?
Well, there are a few theories. In fact, one theory is that the Nazcas didn't do the pictures themselves. Someone helped them.
Who helped them?
Aliens.
Aliens? Why?
Because there is a picture that looks like an astronaut.
Really? That can't be true.
However, other experts think that the pictures are there to ask the sky for rain. And recently, some experts believe that the pictures show a path to a special temple.
How interesting. But we might never know for sure.
Well, we might not.
Thank you very much, Professor.
Okay, now here are the questions and answers. Question 1. How did people find the Nazca pictures again? They found the pictures again when people saw them from a plane. 2. When did people find them? In the 1920s and in 1930s. Some people believe that the Nazca people got help. Who did they think helped them? Some people think that aliens helped the Nazca people. Why did they believe this? They believed this because one of the pictures looks like an astronaut. What do other experts believe? Give 2 theories. Other experts believe that the pictures are there to ask the sky for rain, or that they show the way to a special temple. And after this, okay, we turn back again our student's book. On the student's book, there is speaking part. Here we will read about another mystery. We will read about the crop circles on page 86 and on 87. Here are the questions. You can read them on your books. I'm not losing time to read it again. So, let's look at the questions. What is the mystery about? It is about crop circles, which are circular patterns in fields. When was it first reported? In 1966. What do people believe about this mystery? Many people believe aliens made the crop circles. Who made a confession about this mystery? 2 men in England. How did they say about it? They made the patterns using wood, rope, heads and wire. Why did they confess? One of their wives became suspicious. What do scientists say about it? There is no evidence that aliens are involved. Okay, after this, we talked about them and talked about the adjectives and the list. Thank you for watching the video and repeating our lessons. Take care, have a nice weekend. Goodbye, see you.